My name is Raúl Herrera-Acuña. I'm Chilean. I'm 34 years old. I came like 3 years ago to London to study my PhD in computer science because back in Chile I'm a lecturer in computer science. I have an engineering degree and a master in software engineer. Well, I came here to study basically. So my routine every day is wake up, have breakfast, go to the gym first, then stay in the lab the whole day. Also, I am a cosplayer. So basically I'm a cosplay of Wolverine. I started with Wolverine because of a joke years ago with a friend. I went to a costume birthday party and I went as a Wolverine, really basic stuff. I made cardboard clothes, I had a jacket. And he said, oh, you could do Wolverine in the future. Yeah, possibly. And when I came here I started to let these ones grow a little bit more, because, well, are really comfortable. You don't have to shape your whole face. And one day I wanted to go to the famous Comic Cons here, and I talked with two other friends, Jerome and Alberto, that we should go and take a look around. The thing is, that day many people start to stop me and say, ah, Wolverine. I was like, not disguised as Wolverine at all. In fact, during the day I was wearing a Stone Cold t-shirt, but I was wearing that and the people start to say, hey Wolverine, can I have a picture with Wolverine? I was like, dude, I'm a normal guy. Yeah, I have the cyborgs and all this stuff, but I'm not Wolverine. The thing is, after that, we went to a pub with my two friends and we started to talk about going to a convention dressed as characters. Obviously I was going to be Wolverine. My friend Alberto chose Aquaman, and my friend Jerome was Hitman. And the thing is, after that convention I started to do Wolverine all the time. Well, for me, cosplay as Wolverine has been really important in general. I like the character, I have to say, and I think it's a responsibility, for me at least, try to represent him as much as I can. You know, make it look real as much as possible and make the people that look at me when I'm cosplaying Wolverine think, dude, that is Wolverine, not because just of the clothes or the outfit, because of the attitude too. In general, I don't think that I'm like Wolverine, sometimes angry all the time, cranky and no, in fact I'm pretty relaxed, but I try to be the other way, like the real Wolverine during the pictures and all this stuff, to make the people feel that they are actually with Wolverine. Why I choose Wolverine? Well, basically, let's start with my real favorite character from Marvel, that is Hulk. But I will never be able to get that big at that green. So my second favorite character is Wolverine, because Wolverine is I think the only one that is able, or at least brave enough, to go in a fight one against Hulk, like, yeah, let's bring it, Bob, let's do it. Also, he's a really complex character, because some people say, no, he's just a kind of barbarian killing people around, but his life has been really difficult and he has been learning to be a better and better person with the years. In fact, if you see him in the beginning, he was like just a savage guy, hitting everybody, trying to have a fight in every bar that he went. But now he's in charge of a school, so he's trying to protect people more than fight against them. So I think that's a real good change, and in fact in some way I feel identified with him. I met Hugh Jackman too, so I have this t-shirt and a couple of signature stuff. The Wolverine premiere was was really nice, I have to say. I went there. The thing started with one friend telling me, just I don't know if you know him, he's always Deadpool, so he's always like overexcited about everything. And he told me about the world premiere of the Wolverine. And I tried to put together a group of people to go there. Sadly, not all of them arrived, but Naya, my sister, she's always dressing as X-23. So we went there, just the guy Deadpool was there too. And it was really funny because when we were waiting, we arrived there around 12, and the people was telling me, hey, can I have a picture with you? You are Wolverine, you're the real stunt double or something. I was, no, I just came here because I like the movies of superheroes, especially of Wolverine. And in fact, in one moment, the people of M&M's took me inside of the store to have picture with the people around. It was really funny. And then we were waiting there, and a couple of people of different places interviewed me. People from Australia interviewed me, people from Capital FM, I think, and from local media TV like ITV, I think. I'm not really sure, but in fact I think I appeared in a picture or on TV doing this like with the clothes and all this stuff. And then, well, we were waiting until Hugh Jackman arrived. The thing is, he went to the other side, to the total opposite side where we were, and we were like, oh, waiting, and he started to sign autograph in front of us, but he was not supposed to come to the side that we were standing. So we started shouting and say, hey, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, friend, brother, F-word. And he turned around, he looked at me, I look at him, I say, yeah! He came to me, well, he came to my side, signed autograph, and he came to me and said, hey, you are the man. We make a handshake, pictures, signatures, and it was fantastic, it was really nice. And he's a really nice people. He stayed like, I think around an hour filming autograph, and he came back to film again. So he was signing to everybody that asked him, and he signed everything that the people asked. He was really nice with everybody, I have to say it. With my friends, when we watch a Marvel movie in general, we always wait for the after credits. In the Wolverine, that I really like the movie, by the way, we were waiting for the after credits because there were a lot of speculation about what was going to happen. Because by the way, he has bone clothes now, and I really like that part too. And the thing is, when we see the lapsus about the days of the future past, we were totally excited. So yep, I'm really excited for Day of the Future Past, especially because now we're going to see finally the Sentinels. And as you know, maybe you don't know it, but one of my best friends, Martin, made an armor of a Sentinel, and he is going to be there, so we are going to have the whole team, X-Men, Sentinel, and everything ready. And yeah, I'm really waiting for that moment, and we'll see my friend Hugh Jackman again. I think one of the top moments of last year, well, else than met Robert Downey Jr. and Hugh Jackman, was meeting the guy that for first time drew Wolverine against Hulk, Mr. Herr-Trimpe. Well, here it's really amazing to see how the character have changed, but here is the first apparition of Wolverine. And the thing is, I was really shy when I see him. He was talking about his life in the comic during the convention. And then with some friends after the convention, we go to the pub near to Excel, okay? And we were around talking, and suddenly we see him appear, and I was freaked out, like, Herr-Trimpe is here, Herr-Trimpe is here. My friend Naya went to him and said, can I have a picture with you? Really confident because, well, she is like that. And I was like, yeah, I want a picture too. I went to him, he took the picture first with Naya, and then he looked at me and he said, "Wow, you're Wolverine!" I was like, "Yeah." And then I asked him for a picture, and I wanted a normal picture, and he said, "No, no, 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 we need a real action one, like you trying to break the fourth wall with me." Okay, and we did the pictures, and then we stayed there. We talked about life, and he's a really nice person, I have to say. We spend hours and hours talking. Other people come around, other people from Marvel, and was fantastic, I have to say. And also, there is another curious stuff. When we were talking, he told me where he lives back in the States, and he lives in Kingston, New York, of course. And I live here in Kingston, UK. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of the destiny around all the stuff that I'm doing. I don't know. This is another comic. Let me open it. Great cover. Really important for me because it's the Fatal Attraction one, when Wolverine loses his adamantium. And it's really shocking how he loses it, because Magneto takes all the adamantium from him, from the bones, and he suffers a lot. But also, there is another little detail, that this comic went out the same day of my birthday, 25th of October. So I think the thing about destiny is around all the Wolverine stuff that I am doing. But yeah, I love this one. Was a gift from a real good friend. So yeah, it's one of my favorite comics of all time too.
So yeah, we had to start planning then your armor parts.
Yeah, the arm parts is basically that, because the call is coming, and
you have to wear the mask this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But the call is coming, so it's just about painting it.
So what's the quality of the mask? Because all the stuff that you buy on eBay, I don't know, not all of them are very good. So I don't know, I'm worried about that.
Well, at least in the pictures, looks quite good. So, well, I think we have to fix some stuff, but it's going to be really simple to do.
I don't like simple, I like complicated stuff.
Yeah, I know you like complicated stuff. But the thing is, you have to remember that the X-Force is an elite group to do the dirty job of the X-Men. So we have to keep it like military stuff, special forces.
But anyway, so we have to do this part. What else?
I think this one is a priority.
Okay.
So let's work in this part.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think, did you see the t-shirt now? Looks good.
No, the t-shirt looks awesome. But we're going to do this in March, so it might be cold.
No, but it's really warm. It's really warm inside, so it's okay. So, and also I can use the long coat.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to see your nipples.
Nobody wants to see my nipples.
Yeah, that's true. So you have to wear proper stuff. Yeah, anyway. So what else? We have, well, you have the clothes, the trousers, the belt,
the gloves.
So you're almost there.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to wait for the call, paint the belt, and that's it. So, how is going Deadpool?
Well, getting there slowly, but I'm more worried about getting the whole group together. So far we have Psylocke, so Warpath more or less. Naya is doing X-23.
Yeah.
Who else?
Me, Wolberto.
El Guepardo. El Guepardo, yeah. So, but I'm not going to wear tights or stuff like that.
No,
no,
trousers.
Okay, so that's the option here, yeah.
No, it's painful.
Yeah, my legs are too beautiful to show them in public.
No, it's not about the legs.
Yeah, the other leg, yeah.
On my costume for London Super Comic Con, that is basically the arm protector. So yeah, we are going to start with the drawing and the details. So, what do you think, my friend?
Well, I think it's fairly easy, not so complicated. We just have to put some armor here, and that's it. Looks fairly easy to do. We should do it right away in this thingy. Yeah.
Cut it and then start to make the test cutting more.
But show me your claw, because we have to take a look at your clothes.
So basically, it's going to go here. I'm going to wear the glove.
Yeah, so we have to
with
go
the
like
glove inside. Yeah,
to here.
To here. Yeah, it's more or less the same size of the cardboard here.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna start with the test if you want.
And then we can put it together with some Velcro or something.
Velcro is a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the three covers over here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be done. So basically, it's that part. I'm wearing the glove. The glove is going to be around like this one, but you have the sentinel part.
Yeah, it will look something like this, but
careful. Complicated.
Careful.
It's tight. It's tight.
Because I'm tiny.
Oh.
Okay. So it'll be something like that. Yeah. Well, I met this guy in a Comic-Con and in an MCM, I think, like 2 years ago. And I saw this awesome Wolverine surrounded by beautiful women signing stuff and taking pictures and doing his stuff. That was my first Comic-Con ever. So I tried to get a picture, but he was too busy with the ladies doing his stuff, like very smooth and yeah. Anyway, I said, okay, next time. So because of reason, I saw this guy in a Chilean party. I'm Chilean, and this guy was there like having a beer. I tried to approach him, but I don't know, I said, no, this guy is too awesome. You know, you can just talk to awesome people like randomly. So anyway, after that I met this guy again in another Chilean party. He was completely drunk as usual, and he started to say, oh, you like comic books? That's great. What kind of comic books do you like? I said, Watchmen. Oh yeah, Russia, you look like Russia for some reason. So he started to say, Russia, give me a beer. Russia, come here. Russia, do that. So after like 2 or 3 hours, I said, okay, fuck it, I will do Russia if you want, as long as you shut up. So that's how we, I don't know, start hanging around. After that, I did Russia for a Comic-Con. I don't remember, I think it was an MCM Comic-Con. It was a very shitty mask, like painted with, I don't know, some kind of pencil or something. It was awful. But the people started to say, oh, Russia, hey, yeah, well done and stuff. And I said, oh, this is really working. So we started to create the new stuff. I tried to do a Sentinel. Actually, with his help, I built like a whole fucking robot. This is the head. It took like 6 months, but as you can see, I don't know, it's fairly decent. Well, his name is Julito in Spanish. It means July for reasons, I don't know. And that's how I met this guy, I don't know. Since then we've been talking about politics and several stuff, because we have a lot in common. We're both doing a PhD, we both want to change the world and stuff. So I don't know, he's a very good friend. He's like a very good model to follow. He's like a natural leader. And I don't know, he can inspire people like me to do, I don't know, stuff like this. So yeah, that's how I met this fucking guy. He's fucking awesome. And every time we get together, we have like these crazy stories. We've met a lot of people like Robert Downey Jr., I don't know, very important people from the comic book industry. We spent, I don't know, we had so many crazy stories, always drinking, of course. We met like this guy, I don't know his name, but the guy who wrote, who drew Hulk versus Wolverine. So we spent like a whole night drinking with this guy, just talking about life and singing in Spanish, La Cucaracha, La Macarena and stuff. I don't know, so many stories. We met Alan Moore, I don't know. So many stories to tell. Everything starts with a beer and ends in a very wild place. So it's fucking awesome, really.
So now I'm going to show Martin the work in progress, so I hope he like it. So bro,
Hello.
what do you think?
Looking awesome, man.
We need to put it.
Yeah, you have to
Architecture?
put this thing, the mask, attitude, beer. Perfect, yeah.
Well, my life is not just cosplay. In fact, cosplay is a minimum part of my life in general. Basically what I do is working here in my PhD in computer science. What is the subject of my PhD is not really easy to explain. It's related with human-computer interfaces. So when I try to explain it, all the people look at me like, what? But the thing is, I use some analogies with movies. Okay, so if you have watched Johnny Mnemonic, Minority Report, or if you remember how Iron Man used to control his interface with Jarvis, well, it's basically something like that. So it's a human-computer interface based on hand gestures and in a 3D environment. Yeah, it's not easy to explain. But if you remember how Tony Stark interfaces with Jarvis and the holograms and all the stuff, take off the holograms and just do the stuff with the hands. And I'm basically working with Microsoft Kinect because it's the easiest device to work with. Well, it's basically that. Now I'm doing some tests with 3D databases, some interface for programming and stuff like that. Well, also I do some teaching assistance here in the uni, basically in video game development, programming and stuff like that. And in fact it's really funny because the people doesn't call me as Raúl, my name. They call me or Logan or Wolverine. And it's really funny the story about one of the lecturers that is my friend Paul, that he was not able to say my name properly. He always called me Raúl. But the thing is, I used to explain here how to say it properly. And when he finally was able to say my name, I was entering to a lecture and he said, he is Raúl, he's a teaching assistant, but you can call him Wolverine. And the thing is, after that, a student sent him an email about some problem that he had. And instead of saying Raúl or the teaching assistant, he called me Mr. Wolverine. So yeah, it's more or less a tradition now to call me Wolverine or Logan. Well, the main part of my life is dedicated to my PhD. But I use my spare time, like evenings, weekends, to work in my cosplays. And I really love cosplay, but my priority in life is finish my PhD here. Anyway, I try to balance everything, even going to the gym in the mornings, study here, working papers, working experiments, and in my free time, well, go out with friends, contact my family, and go to conventions that are generally during the weekend, so it doesn't really interfere with my life as a PhD student. Well, as I mentioned before, I go to the gym. I try to go every morning because it helps me to deal with stressful situations, and also it's good to balance, you know, mind, body, and also helps a lot for cosplaying Wolverine. But that is not really the main reason to do it. In fact, it's because years ago I had an injury in the lower back, and well, it becomes chronic stuff. So I told the doctor what I could do about that, and he told me to exercise because my lower back muscles are kind of weak. So the thing is, I started to work out there, and I saw some guys lifting, I don't know, I consider them really tiny dumbbells, and screaming all around like rah, rah, and I was looking at them like, shit, I can lift that easily. So I started to lift, and then I didn't stop anymore. So
cosplay before, and he normally does the like normal casual Wolverine.
Yeah.
This time, my god, you've got like a moulded mask. I didn't actually recognise him.
I think he's just done so many different versions. He embodies Wolverine. I think he's sort of becoming him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raúl obviously is a really amazing Wolverine, and today he looks even more amazing. So I've seen his new mask and his new kit. It's absolutely brilliant.
Nah, he's brilliant. I absolutely love him. He puts so much fucking effort into what he does, and got a lot of admiration for the boy. Love him so much.
I think it's pretty damn awesome. It's a lot of different things put together and improvised. I love the little the bits on his gloves where the claws come out, just like in the comics and TV shows and stuff. And the whole like mask, new mask.
Yeah, the new mask is just amazing.
And how he painted it and everything. It's awesome.
Well, his costume is amazing. Super badass. Super badass.
I think he's done a really, really good job actually of getting the character kind of just perfect.
So well, as you can see, this costume is fucking awesome. He has the mask, finally. He has the muscles, he has the attitude. He's been working on it like, I don't know, since 5 months ago. So he's looking great today. It's the best costume he's ever made. I don't know, it's an honor to cosplay with this guy. So thank you very much, Raúl, for your help, and you look fucking badass today.
Well, for me, cosplay as Wolverine has been really important in general. I think it's a responsibility, for me at least, try to represent him as much as possible. Make the people that look at me when I'm cosplaying Wolverine think, dude, that is Wolverine, not because just of the clothes or the outfit, because of the attitude too. To make the people feel that they are actually with Wolverine.
Let's sing La Cucaracha, Julito.
Okay.
La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar. Porque no puede, porque le falta la patita de atrás. Something like that, yeah. We were singing that with Herb Trimple. Suck it.